Hi, everybody.
Hi, Simon.
I write poems. I don't play music, so you might find music in my poetry. If this is your first time seeing me, I give pamphlets away of my poems, so I have pamphlets for the first half of June and the second half of June. I just printed today, so you can get that one, then that makes a lot of sense. Alright, so I'm going to read 5 poems. The first 4 are pretty short, basically like my poetry is. So this first one is called Extra. These are all from the second part of June. So I write poetry a lot. So this one's called Extra. Extra. We can't be extraordinary if we don't pause first. We still cling to what we can, hanging from our own hands. Our fingertips dig in deeper, nails lost in the branches. We forgot we had a grip on. We hold ourselves up as we fall from grace, away from each other's fingers. Extra. Thanks. Alright. The next one is called Night Rain. And I remember I wrote it rained a lot in June, so this is about a night that it rained. So, Night Rain. I guess that'll make sense. Night Rain. The rain fell before. I heard it from bed while I lay sleeping, slowly waking to the sounds. The pitter and the patter outside. The ground is still wet, but the air is not. Humid, but not full of drops. The clouds still coat the sky, slowly creeping eastward up there. The world is different than it was yesterday. No matter what we build, things will fall down. Night Rain. Alright, 2 more short ones and then the longer one. This one's called Consciousness. So, consciousness. Sometimes things don't matter. Times when they don't make a difference. We are all conscious. Consciousness makes a difference. We are aware of what we are. We do not know what we aren't. The leaves look different here. Caught in the light shining through. We all collect in places we think we belong. We can't stop ourselves. Consciousness. That one might have been a little bit deeper. The next one is called Inconsistent. Inconsistent. The current weather pattern is F. Inconsistent, like my train of thought. The animals are confused. Herds of chipmunks run across the trail, nearly avoiding my footballs, digesting copperheads in the sun. It is all just gravel and trees, unless they are the same thing. The flora is as confused as the fauna, learning to adapt to these inconsistencies, growing consistent. Inconsistency. Alright. I think I wrote that one, or I thought about it. I came up with that idea as I was running up sleeping bag the other day. So this one is called Everything Ends, and this one's a little bit longer, but it's called Everything Ends. Everything ends. Eventually, I feel responsible, at least in part. Everything ends while I am involved. These people I have met, they mean so much to me. It builds with time. It builds with trauma. It builds across recovery. It builds until it falls apart. The pieces disperse and stretch, further away from me, further than I can reach. The complexity of love stretches further still, but not recorded, never recovered. It is not just people lost. We lose time too, traveling to the past in our minds, traveling to the future in our body. The water makes us. Just because it bubbles, for it is absorbed, for it is dispersed, these molecules were there too. Why is it so hard to imagine? Forms change without remaining. I am not what I once was, slowly evaporating. Everything ends. Thanks, guys. And if you want to leave, just come grab me.